Kevin, a successful outcome today against Redditch United, a 2-1 victory in a tight game, one that turned into a bit of a nail-biter at the end after Redditch's response. What are your thoughts on that one?
Really pleased to take the 3 points. Again, there's parts of it that I think we've done really well. I think Redditch probably started with a little bit more purpose than we did, and probably, up until the goal, probably had more of the possession than we did. But what pleased me is we never allowed that to amount to anything. I think the best moment they had was a shot from probably 25 yards at Brandon's. Dealt with comfortably. Then we come up with the best move of the game. Great ball into the box, great header to finish, and it's probably a little bit against the run of the play, if I'm being honest. But I'm just really pleased that we've stayed together and strong in certain moments. And again, like you say, towards the end of the game, when we've had to defend moments, we lose Sam, and then you're looking at whether we've got the character to stand up to the restart moment that they score from, disappointing, and then you have to show a little bit of character to get yourself over the line, which I think we did. People haven't felt sorry for themselves, and great credit to the lads. They've done brilliant to take the 3 points, and we'd like to move on to a really tough game next week.
Sure. With the stage of the season we're at, it's likely that we may see more games like that, really, isn't it? Because I don't know, maybe I could suggest that probably the outcome of games is probably more important from this point onwards than the style of the performance.
Yes, and that, as we know, that can be difficult here if we're not, if we aren't moving the ball and aren't allowed to move the ball how we like and don't get all our own way here. It can be challenging for some players. But yeah, like I say, we haven't had so much of the ball in the opening 30 minutes or so. Stayed strong together. Had to stay organised and battle and compete. I thought Redditch bullied us around a little bit for that opening period, where people have got to show a little bit more strength in their game and a little bit more physicality. And when we did, we got in some really good areas. And I think we've just about say we had the better moments. Max has gone through late on and done brilliant. The energy he shows to find himself in that situation, and it should hit the target at least. But with Lewis to his right hand side, he rolled that across the goal and it's game over. But it's nice to be able to point that out off the back of a victory.
Sure. I'd say it was a tight encounter, and in tight encounters like that, having somebody who's on 21 goals for the season now makes such a big difference. Matt Stenson, again, the man at the sharp end of it. Yeah,
brilliant. I think that's the thing, trying to find him in areas where he can go and show the best of what he's all about. He's a terrific finisher, and if you find him and give him chance and opportunity, he is pretty clinical with it. 2 fantastic headers today, good movement for the second one. Jordan putting a ball in, where we saw against Bedford the quality of Jordan's delivery, brilliant there for that moment, and it just gives you that little bit of cushion and that little bit of breathing space that perhaps you need, and perhaps we haven't afforded ourselves enough times this season. Look, the lads get rocked back by conceding the goal. You've got whatever it's 15 minutes to go then to make sure you get over the line after looking pretty comfortable throughout the game. Redditch keep coming at us and keep asking questions, but it's good to come through moments and games like that and learn from it, and understand what it takes to get through games. It's not always in the fashion that you'd like. Really, really pleased, and with all those young lads out there that are experienced at for probably the first time in their careers, lots of them. It's just a nice moment and moves us forward.
Sure. You mentioned Sam Whittle coming off injured there. That will be a concern for you going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's his hamstring. Sam is arguably the best header of the ball that we have, and certainly from a defensive perspective, he's a tower of strength there for us. And again, I love it when you lose your captain and people step up to the plate and don't feel sorry for themselves. And we're in a difficult period then. You lose your captain 2-1 and you're thinking, after being really, really comfortable in the game and no real opportunities to have to defend, you're going to get challenged a little bit. And when people come through the other side of that and understand that and learn from it when they reflect, it's a nice moment. Really disappointed, like I say, that Sam may be out for a little while now. We'll see. It's early days. We'll see how it settles down. But yeah, look, again, like I always maintain, if Sam comes out, hopefully somebody will step up and fill those big boots.
Sure. Sam coming off today did give you an opportunity to introduce new signing Jidan Frijay Harper. I mean, obviously, it's only a short spell of time today, but what are you looking for him in being at the club?
Yeah, he's quick and he's physical. A little bit technically that I believe we'll probably have to work on, and it's a challenge for the lad. This is the highest level that he will have played at, and standard that he will have played at, and we know the expectation here, and that in itself will be a challenge for Jid. So yeah, look, feeling him in and not overpacing him is going to be important. But he got on with it. Made a couple of good clearances there, and again didn't want to feel sorry for himself, and hopefully we can grow him and improve him to the level that we know we need to be successful.
Sure. Obviously he was a new face in this week with Carl Storer going out. Is there any likelihood of further additions in the next week or so?
Potentially. We are and will be in conversation with one or two more. Clearly losing Sam, having as a kind of an orthodox centre half there is probably something we need to consider and need to identify. But yeah, look, there are one or two there that, as I say, we're in conversation with, and it's not been, as I've said before, it's not been the easiest to just go out there and pluck the players that you want. It has been a bit of a challenge for whatever reason. But yeah, look, we keep trying to evolve the squad and improve the squad, and that's what we're always trying to do and looking to do. As I say, so kind of reduce the age of what we are as overall as a squad. And some of those older players that have gone, wanted more minutes and wanted to be playing more often. I couldn't promise them that. That's where we are. Have to make bold decisions and sometimes unpopular decisions, but that's the nature of being a manager. And I've done it enough times throughout my career. I don't want to fall out with people over it, but like I say, I have to do what's best for what I feel is best for the football club and best for us to be able to keep moving forward.
Sure. Another home game next week, so a new normal build-up into that. Leiston moved into the playoff positions today with a victory, so certainly no pushovers.
Not at all. We had a really tough game against them at their place early in the season. I think we won 2-0 on the day, and yeah, if I recall, we got ourselves in a good position there. I think Steno and Ricardo scored goals, and they were terrific, both terrific goals. One was a good passing move, the other was a sublime piece of skill from Ricardo, and that ended up dividing the two teams on the day. But it was a really close encounter, and again we were against the ball more than we would have liked within that. Okay, we got ourselves into the right position, but yeah, great respect for Leiston, the form that they're in. And yeah, what it's going to take to overcome them next week. So, but it's just always great if you can get a result and work off the back of a positive result, and look forward to your training sessions in the week.
Kevin, as always, we thank you for your time. Thank you.